is Aries. And you know I didn't mean to do it, Aries. You know I love Aries. I actually have Aries rising, and I got a really special story I want to share with Aries. And this is, I'm going to share this story later, but I really want to share this story with Aries. And I've been doing some research on something called Aries. Aries is an asteroid, and it's an asteroid that is now found in the sign of Aries. It's been in Aries forever. It takes forever to move, but it actually is making some shifts over the next, now, and even when you're, Saturn's making shifts, and now Aries is making shifts, and it's going between 23 and 24 degrees of Aries. Well, the big thing is that, we've got this thing that doesn't move forever, and suddenly it's going to have something affect it, and it's that it's Saturn, and that it's Pluto, and that they're going to make exact squares. Let's just put it this way. Aries and Pluto haven't squared each other in 248 years. It's major. And you are an Aries, and I am a Capricorn. And so if I didn't talk to you about it, well, I wouldn't be doing my job. And so I want you guys to be aware of it. It's Aries, Eris. I would do my research on Aries. It's an amazing story. I am going to make a video about it so that you guys can understand it a little bit more. But it's major, I think, especially if you're Aries who is born with your Aries or other planets making some type of aspect to 23 or 24 degrees of Aries. I actually have my Mars trying that. So I think it's going to be good. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time there. I'll record on that if you want to get more research on it later. So Aries, the big thing for you guys is that there is Mars. Mars is going into Sag. And the funny thing about that's happening today. That is actually occurring like now. And so the great thing about that, Aries, is that Sag is trying Aries, and also it's in your ninth house. It's the house of like big business and uh, higher education and publishing, and it could have something to do with legal things. It could have something to do with the law. It could have something to do with politics. What I pray does not occur is that Aries get caught up in like their causes and politics and all of these things that are going on. And because I almost got caught up in that today with my daughter. And you're like, why is she talking about herself? It's because I have a progress rising in Aries. Okay. My rising is progressed in Aries. And I almost got into this very thing I'm trying to warn you guys about, which is, um, uh, well, you don't like aggression or aggressively communicating, uh, conversations about uh, abstract things like causes and philosophies and religion and politics and those type of things. I would they'll be charged for you during this time because Mars is there, and Mars is action, and Mars is drive, and Mars is aggression. And you can get so caught up in your cause and so caught up in what you're talking about. Please be aware of this because it could be devastating. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the stellium of planets that you've been dealing with all along in Capricorn. There's quite a bit of planets that are going on in Capricorn. And these are all affecting your 10th house. This is your house of career and like your boss. It could be your reputation, your image, your ambitions. I think you guys have been dealing a lot with your ambitions ever since Saturn got into Capricorn. Because let's be honest, this is not something that's normal. It doesn't happen every day. It's been going on since December of 2017, and it's affecting your career. It's affecting the way other people see you. It's the way you probably see you, your image, your self-esteem and stuff is even connected to the 10th house. So I hope that you've worked on these issues with the 10th house because it really affects things. It's eye-opening, and I don't know how each person has been affected by what is going on in their career sector, but I'm telling you, it's probably major. And if you've not felt it up until now, you might actually uh, you might actually feel it on the 10th, because on the 10th, there's going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, and that's going on in your fourth house. So this is the opposite of your career sector. And so it might be that there's just this opposition between your home life and your career, your family and your career. Um, hiding out in your career, because this puts the full moon down in the fourth house, which is at home. This is not out and about. This is inside, working from home, hiding behind your computer or something like that. And this is going to occur on the 10th. And when it does, Saturn and Pluto are going to be opposed it, and you're going to feel that, Aries. On the 13th is when Venus joins Neptune in your 12th house. You guys are going to really, I think that's actually going to be a good thing for you. The only thing I want to say about that, though, is not, don't get lost or caught up in doing things in secret, especially like if it's drinking, partying, drugs, smoking, all that kind of stuff, because Venus tends to do that and it thinks it's hidden. And so it can do the decadent things it wants to do in hiding. But no, it'll come back to bite you in the ass. So don't do it. Okay. Because you guys have Chiron like sitting on the ascendant for Aries. And I feel like when it being the wounded healer, if you guys do anything that's a little bit not right, everyone's going to end up finding out about it later. I've been really picky about that. Now, here's the other thing, you guys, on the 10th is that Uranus is going direct in Taurus. This is the second house of money. Now, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, my money has been not it's not been right. I haven't had my money right since I don't even know when. I really don't. I'm not happy with my money. I feel like it could be a lot better. Okay. So now I'm thinking with Uranus finally going direct after like 6 months or whatever, maybe I can finally say, yeah, my money is exactly where I want it to be right now. I'm making money commensurate with the effort that I'm putting out and yada, yada. Um, you know, this has been an issue, I think, for a lot of people. And I'm hoping that with it going direct, that let's hope something good happens. The thing about Uranus is this. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. It could be crazy bad or it could be crazy good. And so we've got to like do something like to still our minds that we're about to have crazy good experiences when it comes to money. I really believe that, especially with the sun and the Mercury and Venus and then the new moon on the 24th of January, all of them going to be in the 11th house of hopes and dreams and wishes in the sign of Aquarius. Well, yes, this is going to be crazy money, crazy good money. That's the way I'm looking at it, okay, you guys? That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. We got crazy good money coming because we still got those planets in the 10th house. And as long as we're working on our image, we're working on our ambitions, we're working on our careers. Aries, got this. We can do this. Oh, and make sure that you put out your best intentions, do your new moon prayers before the new moon in Aquarius on the 24th. And that's because it is in your house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. I really do believe if you do your new moon prayers, that you are going to be able to attain your hopes, dreams, and wishes for the year of 2020. Okay. Well, much love and light and to all of you, anyone who's hung in here with me the entire time. Many blessings.